Chapter 20 and verse 1. And it happened after this that the people of Moab with the people of Ammon and the others who were beside the Ammonites came to battle against Jehoshaphat. It's quite a little group of people. And in case you didn't realize that it's quite a group of people, the report comes back to Jehoshaphat. Then some of them, verse 2, came and told Jehoshaphat, saying, a great multitude is coming against you. Wow. The Ammonites, the Moabites, they're all stacked up. And with the people of Mount Seir, they're all lined up to take on Jehoshaphat. He's just got the 2 tribes. Verse 3, then Jehoshaphat feared. That's what anybody would do. When the worst case scenario comes upon you, you fear. That's what we do. We feel fear. And Jehoshaphat was human and he felt fear. Because this is the worst case scenario for a king. Stacks of people. It's not even a fair fight. Stacks of people coming in after you. A great multitude, Jehoshaphat. And read verse 2 again. Just read verse 2. Then someone came and told Jehoshaphat, a great multitude is coming against you. They're coming against you. Not everyone. They're coming against you, Jehoshaphat. Emphasizing for Jehoshaphat, striking, arousing his fear. Jehoshaphat is now face to face with the question of his loyalty. Sure, it was nice to talk about it, Jehoshaphat. It was nice to talk about trusting God and a revival and a reformation and following God no matter the cost, though none go with me. It's easy to talk about, Jehoshaphat, but now what are you going to do? You are face to face with the worst case scenario of your life. C.S. Lewis speaks up and says, hey, by the way, let me talk to you about this thing of loyalty, this feeling that sometimes covers our loyalty. It feels good, and so we're really loyal. Let me put his words on the screen. He says, no one can promise to go on feeling a certain way. He might as well promise to never have a headache or always feel hunger or always feel hungry. C.S. Lewis's point is you can't promise to always feel a certain way. Jehoshaphat's reaction of fear is not that he was now disloyal to God. You can't promise to feel a certain way. C.S. Lewis actually goes on to expound in a C.S. Lewis kind of a way, just a clear, concise way. He said, by the way, as a Christian, I have sometimes felt uncertain about my Christianity to the point of wondering if atheism is correct. He says, but check this out. When I was an atheist, there were times that I felt uncertain about my atheism and wondered if Christianity was correct. You can't be a good atheist or a good Christian if you think you have to always feel a certain way. Fair enough. That helps C.S. Lewis because I have felt the darkness of the night, the worst case scenario coming around you, wondering, God, have I lost my hold on you? C.S. Lewis says, absolutely not. You can't promise to feel a certain way. Jehoshaphat is no more disconnected from God in this moment of fear than any other time. And that beautiful volume, Ministry of Healing, worth a reread right now, says, well, hey, I want you to know how this works. Put the words on the screen for you. While words express thoughts, it is also true that thoughts follow your words. If we could give more expression of our faith, we should have more faith. So sometimes it goes in the reverse order. We don't say what we feel what we say. And Jehoshaphat must have known that. There must have been a prophet that had said something like that even back then, because Jehoshaphat, he's afraid, but he chooses to speak differently. In rapid fire, let me just share with you 4 verses that repeat over and over the same thought. Jehoshaphat, he doesn't speak his fear, he speaks something very different. Let's go. 4 verses. 2 Chronicles chapter 20 and verse 6. Put it on the screen. And this is Jehoshaphat. O Lord our God, or O Lord God of our fathers, are you not the God in heaven? Do you not rule over the kingdoms of the nation? It's a powerful hold on this omnipotent hand. It's not an expression of fear at all. Oh God, aren't you the big God? And in your hand is there not power and might so that no one is able to withstand you? Isn't that who you are, God? Verse 7, are you not our God? It went from the God of our fathers to, are you not our God who drove out the inhabitants of this land before your people Israel? Verse 12, oh, our God, will you not judge them? For we have no power against this great multitude that is coming against us, nor do we know what to do, but our eyes are upon you. Do you hear? While he says, I don't know what to do, he speaks his loyalty while he's experiencing the worst case scenario, fear of what's before him. Verse 20, Jehoshaphat stood and said, hear, O Judah, and you inhabitants of Jerusalem, believe in the Lord, your God, and you will be established.